welcome to your next episode of No Filter with Fudge. I'm your host, D Fudge, and today I got 3 awesome guests ready to jump this thing off. I'm going to start with my boy, Travis Tarv over here. What's going on, Trav?
What's happening, man?
That's cool. Travis going to get cut out.
No,
I'm fucking with you. I just also got Miss Jade here today.
Hello, how are you? Thanks for having me on, by the way.
Oh, glad to have you. Mm-hmm. Of course, we need a female in the group.
And I'm that female. Just letting y'all know.
And last but not least, we got my boy Cody B. What's going on, Cody?
What's up, brother? It's a pleasure to be here with you. You know, BHM.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey. We're going to keep that on.
Yeah, we're going to be all right. Then I got you.
You see, I'm jockeying style with how we sitting in the seat, man. That's how you know we all athletes, man, because we all in here, you know what I'm saying? We got a former athlete in the building.
Just high school.
No.
Just high school.
Man, once an athlete, always an athlete.
Exactly.
All top. Once an athlete.
Unless you was a bum.
No, I got gold medals. Don't do me.
Whoa.
I got gold
I ain't
medals.
gonna count. I don't got no gold medals.
All right. Let's take them off.
There we go.
No. But once I got to college, it was party, work, school.
In that order?
Yup. Thursday through Sunday. Like, I'm taking it back to college with this crown. I'm not joking.
Oh, really? That's what you're drinking?
In college.
Man, when I got to college, I was drinking. I went to school in the mountains of North Carolina. They had this thing called Everclear. I don't know if you guys.
Yeah. We had a party one time with Everclear. I broke a pool table.
Broke a pool table? I almost died. What are you talking about? How did you break a pool table?
That's a topic
You
for
must
another
have
day.
wrestled you was wrestling in high school.
No, I just got on it, was like partying, and then it was like doo. Yeah. Paid 12. My dad had to pay $1,200.
Huh? That was $200 table? Ooh.
What was your drink of choice in college?
Anything. This liquor, I can get it here. I'm all for it.
So this is actually AA meeting.
My name is Cody, and I am an alcoholic.
I think we're all functioning alcoholics, just to be completely honest.
What'd you drink, Jared?
I went through phases.
So here we go.
I started off with Fireball.
Ooh.
And then I had my Parmesan phase. And then it was any.
See, that's
anything.
That's how I know I'm getting old. I don't think they had Fireball when I was in college.
No, they didn't when I was in college.
Yeah.
That's okay. So you're what, like, you graduated at 22?
Yeah.
Okay,
23.
so you're 3 years removed from college. You played ball.
Damn.
Yeah.
And so obviously with this whole new role thing going on, you didn't get paid as an athlete. So what do you feel about like this new era, this new age kids coming out in 2023?
I think they definitely should get paid. Like, you always...
No doubt about
in the
it.
front. Yeah, you're always in the front of camera for the school. Like, you're representing the school, so every time you do something, you have to worry about being, representing everybody. So, yeah, they definitely should get paid for that. Like, if I'm out here doing things under somebody else's name, and I'm not getting paid for it, I feel like I'm being used. Even though they do pay for your education, I understand that. But when it comes to the athletic side, they get money for all of that, so why should I be able to be a part of that?
But you are getting used. What you mean?
Exactly.
It's America. If you're not using it, you're losing. I feel like it's the only way to make it in this world. You got to step on somebody else to get up to the top. But
Unfortunately.
ain't unfortunate. That's the American way.
I guess you're right. I can't disagree.
As athletes, we've been exploited our whole lives.
As black people, we've been exploited our whole lives.
As black athletes specifically, you're right. We've been exploited our whole lives. So yeah, I think we should definitely get paid. I mean, how much is going to be? I don't know, because obviously some sports don't bring as much as others.
So you ran track?
Yeah, I actually did. I ran a little bit of track.
Okay.
But no, football was my.
Okay, so all of you guys played football.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I was an athlete. I did everything.
Oh, you did it all.
But
if he tell it, so if we can make up stuff here, because I thought we was keeping it real.
You said no filter, so
right.
No filter don't mean no truth.
No, that's his truth.
Listen,
that's his truth.
That's his truth.
That's
I
his
am
truth.
an athlete, man. I ain't no football player. I'm an athlete.
What were you on scholarship for, sir?
Football.
Exactly. Just because you went to the track.
I had to choose. I had to make a decision.
I went to a track meet too. I got favorite
I
track.
don't think you ever stepped on a track in your life, honestly.
I actually did run a little track.
Bro, you might be the slowest running back I know.
Okay, anyways, the point is, how do you feel about getting paid as a college athlete?
Fuck that, I got outside. I mean, I'm all for it off top. I mean, we put in the work.
Yep.
We, as much as people would like to think that, athletes have it easy, bruh, I don't know what world people are living in now, but after that Reggie Bush era and all of that, when I walk in, I'm a target immediately if that professor doesn't like athletes or if that professor feels that, this athlete thinks he's going to have it easy. So immediately, as soon as you walk in, you're a target.
Yep.
You can't doze off. You can't show up late because the first thing they're going to throw in your face is, don't think just because you play football that, you're going to get to do this and that. Though I'm going to hold you to the same standard I hold the rest of my students, which is cool. But like I said, man, like he said, we're constantly representing the university. We're constantly bringing in revenue for the university. Whether we win or lose, we're still bringing in revenue for the university, the most at that, So, and to just say, you get a free education, deposit this, that, the third point. We all know at this point, education does not guarantee anything. It took me 5 years out of college to finally use my degree to actually benefit me. Commercials for college football Saturday, and they're not getting a dime, but they moms and sister trying to figure out how they finna pay their rent, which is crazy and insane to me.
Waiting on that refund check.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Living off your refund check.
I ain't gonna lie, I would die for one refund check.
Right now? I'm talking. Right, I've contemplated on going to enroll in a junior college just to get the check. I'm like, you know what? I'm hurt right now. Let me go.
So, in college, even though you weren't a college athlete, they gave out, obviously, to the kids who were less fortunate, most of the people in this room, you would get a refund check based on, I guess, your parents' wages or lack thereof. Okay. And it would be
like
pretty,
$250 a month.
It would be significant. It would be one lump sum like every semester.
The max like $3,500 a semester or $3,700 a semester. Okay.
Pell Grant. Yeah. There you go. Hey, okay, you got that money. We all broke, baby.
He's only 3 years out of college.
I know. It's been a while ago since I got it. Before.
Okay.
It's from somebody. I gotta check from somebody.
That makes sense.
But yeah, if I could get, for all the. And while I was in college, I was actually on Billboard, not too long horn, but I was doing a lot of things.
Read us your resume.
Yeah, I know. Look at this. It's Googleable. I didn't get any money from that, and it would have been cool just to get $100 a week, anything. I used to have to, the statute of limitation got to be over. I used to have to steal other people's cars to go get food because I didn't run up my declining balance on my card, because as an athlete, you got to eat more than the. So you get an amount because of your scholarship, but then it goes out like that, man.
So definitely used to have to go get somebody else's card,
regular student, right?
Yeah.
No offense, but that's what we call them.
Well, my card was freshman. Freshmen, most freshmen had basically unlimited swipes to get into our cafeteria. So
What school you go to?
Abilene Christian.
Okay.
Yeah. So we had to try to make it happen.
Yeah. But you made it happen, though. That's all that matters. Everybody here.
So I have a question though, if I can ask a question.
Man. First of all,
this is
an open
directly
forum,
towards you, right? Because I have I used to always overhear, but I was real to myself in college. Went about my business, the class practice, whatever. But being a student that just went to college and didn't participate in sports, did you feel that we got treated special, or did you feel like we had it any easier? Because I feel like there's this aura about athletes that just because you're in college and you're playing ball and you're doing this, that you have it so easy and it's this, that, and the third.
No, I didn't feel like that. I mean, honestly, I had a lot of friends who played at UT, so guy friends. I had one of my girlfriends, she ran track for a little bit. I feel like the amount of work you guys put into what you guys love and what you guys do, plus having to do schoolwork on top of that, I did not feel like that, personally. Now, did you guys know how to finagle your way and, get somebody to write your paper?
It's called finesse.
Yes, you guys were good at that, but at the same time, I understood it, I guess, is what it comes down to. I didn't feel like I was, You guys had this. I mean, granted, you guys were treated like. I mean, at least at UT, they were treated like gods, like because they didn't have an NFL team in Austin, so they were the closest thing. So.
For sure.
Now that happens a lot.
Yeah.
So it's just different strokes for different
Right.
folks. Because you'll hear one person say, "Hey, they got everything," but then people like you say they got everything because of.
Right.
So I think our point of view is like, hey, if we're doing all this, why can't we get something from another back end?
How I look at it is if these kids out here in elementary school are wearing y'all's jerseys with y'all's last names on it, you need to get a cut of that. And that's just how I think of it. Period. Even if you don't have your last name, just the number itself represents the player, then you need to get paid for that. Because the school is making money off of it, but you guys wear that number.
Yeah.
So.
They had on that the year I was on NCAA 1 year. I
got that check.
1 year. No, I didn't get the check.
Oh.
Yes, this is how they did me. So when I enrolled into my school, right, I was jersey number 10, and then I switched from 2, and then I switched from 3 before the regular season finally started. So when they sent the information, and they're like, "Oh, put your jersey number this and that," basically it was just telling me I was a lying ass nigga.
Yeah.
Basically, it was like, "Oh, we don't owe you nothing. You wasn't on the game." But I definitely played with myself. Definitely had my hometown.
Pause. Play with yourself. I'm a child. I'm sure a lot of us play with ourselves.
Listen, man, you just threw me down. You just threw me all the way off.
That's what happens, dog. When the filter come off, it's I couldn't. All right,
but yeah.
No, I got you. I actually got some of that check, so it's all. It wasn't that much. It was just
man. I need all my chips.
No, it was just a couple bands. It ain't nothing.
I need all my chips.
It wasn't nothing special.
I'm waiting on this out of pocket settlement check to hit my mailbox right now. I need all.
Hey man, everybody waiting on a check. Thank God for checks.
Yeah.
Settlements.
Oh, for sure.
So, anyways, it's this guy called Gary V. I don't know if y'all heard of him, but he tell all these millennials, these youngins, that you can basically do whatever you want to while you're in your 20s. Try to find yourself, do all this Amazon shopping and sell it on, or do all this thrift store shopping and sell it on eBay and make money. The illusion that everybody can be an entrepreneur, but I'd be like, if everybody be a boss, who's gonna work?
No, exactly. I would agree with that. I would say that for sure. Everybody can't be a boss, but what I will say is, our generation is fearless. Because you would have told people this 20, plus years ago that, oh, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to college. I'm gonna start my own thing. They're gonna look at you crazy.
Yeah.
But we have millionaires and people who are really well off right now because they weren't afraid to step off that ledge. Me personally, right now I still work for someone, you know. But my ultimate goal is to work for myself. I do want to be an entrepreneur myself. I hate being told what to do. You know what I'm saying? That's just real. Like, I have a problem. I can listen, but to a certain extent. Because if you stop speaking to me like I'm a man, now it's an issue. And I wear my heart on my sleeve. Like, there's nowhere I can hide it. Like, you're going to know how I feel about you. And I'm clear cut though. So therefore, me being in a corporate setting doesn't work, because I'm not going to email the boss and tag you and talk about how I told you to get this done, how it still hasn't got done, and how I need you to still get the. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go to your desk and I'm like, hey, where the paperwork at, or you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. So honestly, I feel like it's just like with anything. Too much anything can hurt you, but I feel like overall, man, our generation is fearless, and I commend my generation because we're not afraid to, forget this. I'm finna build something from the ground up and see if it works out. You can't knock nobody for that.
Jade, do you think the only way to really make money in this world is be an entrepreneur? Because I feel like that's why people do it. Because they're like, only way I'm gonna really make it or get rich is if I'm an entrepreneur.
No, not at all. I mean, my sister's a lawyer, so obviously she makes a lot of money, but I think you can make money from working for other people. However, I myself want to be an entrepreneur, but there's necessary steps that you have to take. I do want to own my own spin studio, but I have to start from the bottom. I have to start somewhere. So I work for another company and I build my clientele, and you build your followers, and then at some point you start taking things that you like, you don't like, and then you create your own concept.
That's the blueprint, girl. You gotta be giving me a free game. Make sure y'all subscribe.
But I agree with him 100%. Like, I think when at y'all's generation, I'm older. I'm just gonna let you know. I am.
We all in the same generation.
I am grown.
We all in the same generation.
Millennial.
I'm gonna ask you, are you older than Fudge?
I'm a
Fudge is
34.
old.
Oh no, I'm not older than you.
I'm a what you gonna say?
He like, really 38.
I'm really 57.
Fudge really 38.
I've been here before.
Okay, no, I'm younger than you, but
we all millennials, alright? I'm just
actually, I think the millennials is like from 23. Oh no, it's 23 to 35.
All right then, like I said,
but that was like 2 years ago.
Whatever, we still all millennials,
Okay.
right? If you was born in I think 81 or 80 or something like that,
What's the cutoff?
I think it's 80. I think it's 80, 81. It's
Okay.
somewhere early 80s. It's
Okay.
80? Yeah, so I'm still in that range. So yeah, I do have that entrepreneurial spirit. Thank you.
Okay. But I agree with him. I do feel like a lot of people don't like to be told what to do. Mm-hmm. I think it comes down to you're not valued for what you do, and you feel used. And so I think if we can learn how to create businesses where we employ people where they do not feel like that. Yeah. I don't think everybody's going to want to be an entrepreneur. However, I think in order to make money, it kind of comes down to that.
Being your own boss.
Yeah. Like, and then, finding people who are willing to work for you.
You know what that sound like? Sound like multi-level marketing. Pyramid scheme. Anybody ever came up to you one of those?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And when you broke, it seems real appealing. It seems real appealing.
Until you have to do all that work.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then they right.
That's how they start off.
Exactly.
Right.
You done got caught up into one before?
I've been asked. And I got set up to go to the meetings, but
by me probably.
I'm gonna put you out there like that.
It's all good. No filter.
One time.
Hey, I was just trying.
Are you like in that whole thing?
It's been a couple of them that I had aspirations of. Hey, to be honest though, I feel like all jobs are a pyramid scheme, right? Because if you look at any industry, the person at the top, being the president, the owner, makes the most. Now, obviously, the CFO, CEO make a little bit less. So it kind of falls down to the employees, right? So it still looks like a pyramid no matter what. So yeah, I got fooled a couple times. So what? I'm not perfect.
You live and you learn.
You definitely live and you learn. As an older millennial, I'm willing to say, all right.
Are you sure you're not like Gen Y or was it Gen X?
I'm definitely.
No, Gen X is before us.
No, my sister was born in '83. She's about to be 36.
Well, she ain't me, and I'm a millennial.
Are you okay? Claim it, boo.
I'm definitely.
Claim
as a woman, is that something that you would look down on if a guy?
If I made more money?
If you made more than the guy?
For how long?
That's it.
All right there.
That wraps it up. Good night, folks.
No, I mean, I don't.
Sorry.
I think I would feel some type of way if I made more money than my dude. Now,
would you tell him?
I wouldn't be with him.
Oh, you wouldn't even give him a chance.
Thank you.
No, because then there's no, because I'm not gonna fool myself and act like, oh, just to say I have a title, just to say I have someone, that it's okay in the front end, because in the back end, once we have children and then when we're actually in this marriage, I'm gonna be looking at you sideways.
Yeah, so it wouldn't get to that point.
Right, and I wouldn't want, that would be unfair to him because I knew what I was getting when I first got in the relationship, and that's not fair to like throw in his face in the back end and be like, but you don't do this. Well, I didn't do that when you met me. Like, that would be my argument if somebody said that shit to me. I'd be like, but this is who I was when you met me.
Yeah.
So I feel like I probably wouldn't give him a chance.
Hey, it happens. Even though you wouldn't do it, you'd be surprised.
Yo, there's a shit ton of women. Like, I mean, I have best friends who make more money than their dudes, but that it works for them.
Yeah, no.
And I don't judge her.
That's my biggest thing, man. Is whatever works for you, or for like, stop judging other people for what works for them.
That's the world we live in.
Last time I checked, you didn't create this universe.
Exactly.
You didn't write the rules and right. So what makes you feel that your way is the way for all people? You know what I'm saying?
So you telling me you done been with a woman that makes more money than you?
How does that make y'all feel as a man?
Well, define been with. Because I have not been in a relationship with a woman,
dated.
But I've I guess you could say hooked up with a woman that made more money than me. Yeah.
And by hook up, you mean have sex with, correct?
Basically,
Just
come on.
Are you on the stand?
With me being the older millennial, I have to clarify with you young bucks about hook up.
But how does that make y'all feel? Like, if your woman made more money than you, how would you guys personally feel?
Honestly,
I wouldn't have a problem with it.
No problem?
No, I have a problem with it. Because I feel like that's encouragement. Like, if you're going to be with that person and they already know they make more than you.
So as a man, you feel like if she make more than you, it's going to make you want to make more.
Yeah.
So you kind of get on her level.
Yeah. So at some point,
get on her level and then we can both bounce up.
I want that.
I like that.
It doesn't bother me. Like, regardless, it doesn't matter. I feel like we live in a world now where unless you're making $100K plus whatever, it requires 2 incomes. So if you're making 60% of the pie, and I'm making whatever, so if I'm making 80% of the pie and you only can bring in 20%, whatever, I don't care. Like, as long as we make this works together, as long as whatever we both bring in equates to 100%, there's nothing to worry about. I don't care what nobody has to say outside of. I don't care about your bald-headed homegirls. None of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about it, fam. Just
let me ask you a question. What if she had a child?
If she had a child?
That was the last episode, Jade. I'm
out. Oh my God. Okay. I'm joking. Because it feeds in. If you're gonna date a woman who has a kid and you make less than her, how does that make you feel? Like, can you provide?
But it wasn't the same because I definitely made way more than her. But I've dated a woman who had a kid. But again, just going back to what I said, to me, I just feel like it's a collective effort.
So it's all one pot. So it don't matter where to come from, as long as it's all going in the same place.
when I was in a relationship, my last relationship I was in, with me and my ex, you know what I'm saying, I only was making my little, I was playing ball, right? So I got my little scholarship money a month, but I also had a part-time job. You know what I'm saying? But to be honest with you, I could only work that part-time job like 2 to 3 days a week. But I only did that to prove to my ex because she wasn't an athlete, so she was like, "Oh, you just gotta go to football. You got it easy. You don't have to work like me." So I'm like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna give you a part-time job too, just to show you that I can do that. So anybody who knows how tough that was on me, right? But to keep it being, I was only bringing in about $1,500 to $1,600 a month with my scholarship plus
a lot of college,
right?
That's a lot of college.
And we stayed in a $1,700 apartment. You know what I'm saying? Like, but my thing is like, the way we did things, I was like, hey, all our money goes into one thing. It doesn't matter. Like, we could take a percentage out. You take a percentage out keeping your personal account. I take a percentage out keeping my personal account. But car note, insurance, rent, all that just gonna come out one thing. It don't.
Were y'all married?
No, we was together for 7 years, but we was not married.
They like to act like they married.
No, it's not that. It's not that. I'm not. That's another subject, but I'm not pressed to get white folks in my business. That's just that.
No,
but I think it's the hustle too. Like, if I were with a dude at the time that made less than me, and he had like a mentality like this.
But you already said you wouldn't give him a chance. She reverse.
So
my ex, he did make less than me. However, he's very frugal. He's very smart with his money, but his work ethic was just out of this world. Like, he's gonna make it regardless. And
you
so
just
for me,
hang around.
No, he moved, so like the long distance, it just wasn't a thing. But honestly, I feel like for him, he'll make it. He'll be fine. And that I could have rolled with.
Yeah.
It's the, I'm a teacher. Granted, I was a teacher too, which is why I wouldn't date a teacher. because you get comfortable. You get comfortable.
You're about to make a lot of people mad.
I'm sorry.
I got a couple partners at home right now that teachers, and all I'm thinking about is when they see this.
I know, like, but me personally, I wouldn't date the teacher.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like
in
always
any situation there's always an exception.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like that teacher was like willing to like move up the ladder and like
it's an exception to everybody's rule. I think no matter what you say, at the end of the day, you always make an exception for.
Yeah. If you like the person enough.
Yeah. So if you ever have somebody, just a little bit of advice for you guys. If you have somebody who makes less than you and you're taking care of them, you actually can claim them as a dependent, even if they're grown as hell. So that's my little bit of fudge facts for you guys for
kids all 2020.
But again, I want to thank you guys for coming on today and turning off your filters. Yeah. And I appreciate you. Make sure you guys stay locked and loaded for the next episode. Thanks for joining. With Fudge.
Appreciate you for having me, brother.
Thank you.